Aromatic adventure.
The elusive candle, not always the easiest to find, even when it first was released. This is a 2013 pour going by the name of Luck o' the Irish. Luck o' the Irish. This is not to be mistaken with Lucky Green. This is not the same candle. The first thing I want to address is the label. Usually when we see labels like this, it's implying that it's a swirl candle. What do I mean by that? Swirl candles, they look like this. This is Trick or Treat. And inside we'll see that we have 4 quadrants. We have 2 buttercreams and we have 2 candy corns. But then there's exceptions. There's other swirl candles like Pumpkin Patch. Pumpkin Patch is a swirl candle of harvest and spiced pumpkin. But if you notice on the inside, we don't have those divisions. We don't have those quadrants. It's as if Yankee took the harvest fragrance and the spiced pumpkin fragrance, mixed them together, then mixed it with the wax, homogenized everything, and poured them. And I think this is the case when discussing Luck o' the Irish. Why? Because there's 2 major forces at work here, pulling against each other. Now, contrasting aromas is perfectly normal in candles. Contrasts are wonderful, but these are 2 very strange contrasting concepts. We have green in like the Lucky Shamrock that we just evaluated, but we also have this fruity green side as well. So my best guess, because there's no documentation on this, this is a swirl candle of what 2 fragrances? You know, I can't quite say. More importantly, what does this smell like? Let's break it open. Let's give it a sniff. So like Lucky Shamrock, we have that sweet clover, we have that green aroma, the soothing aloe, barbasol, shaving cream, cucumber water. Have we ever had cucumber water? Super refreshing. So less on the pungent green smell here and a little bit more of a refreshing green. There's also a minty or menthol component in here, and little bit of herbs as well. I'm going to classify it as cilantro and parsley. So green, but definitely taking a different approach than the Lucky Shamrock. But you still get that sun-kissed grass. You know, April showers, followed by the hot sun rays, and that moisture starts to evaporate. You know that smell, that wet grass that is slowly being heated up by the sun. Much more tame than the Lucky Shamrock. So if the Lucky Shamrock seems like it's way too powerful for you, this might be something that you could burn to dial down the intensity. The next one is an odd one, but you have to trust your nose, right? Coriander. I mean, you would think if there was going to be a spice like that or something in that category, it would be caraway seed to play off the Irish soda bread concept. There's also a pine or hemlock nuance here. Not like a Christmas tree, it's not super powerful, but there is a coniferous tree influence. And what that reminds me of is hops. Hops that we use for making ale, right? 2 specific varieties, Simcoe and Mosaic hops. Why? Because they have that pine-driven aroma, but they also have a citrus side and even like a tropical fruit as well. And that's a great segue into the other side of this candle. This is fruity. This has that tropical fruit aromatics. melon being a big component of that. But something also that's very interesting is like an underripe green plantain. And again, I'm trying not to be influenced by the color here, but I really think that's an accurate assessment. We're getting a little bit of bramble, like berry fruit, freshly picked. Mango, both the flesh and the skin. You know, the skin has that slightly floral aroma. It's a green aroma too, if you ask me. And last, but certainly not least, if you're not familiar with star fruit, you got to check it out. Star fruit and dragon fruit. Go to your local grocery store. I think you'll be surprised that your local grocery store carries a lot of tropical fruit that you're not aware of. And star fruit is certainly something that I think is on point when smelling this candle. So tropical fruit matched with the clean, green, herbal, grassy smell of the spring. Luck of the Irish, weird twist, but it is a swirl candle after all, I'm assuming, and one that I do enjoy. This is in my collection. It has been in my collection, and unless they re-release it, it's going to remain unlit.